Hi cuties, welcome to my channel. So today I will be walking you through the making of this set. So first we start on freshly buffed nails. I'm putting on some base coat on there. I use the Beetles Gel Polish base coat. I use the Beetles Gel Polish everything. Beetles, if you're watching, please sponsor me. Thank you. So these tips are random off of Amazon. I could figure out what exactly they are and link them in the description or link them in my next video. But I just cut them down. I was making this set for my sister. This video was filmed a while ago during the summer. These were her birthday nails. So they're also up on my website. Then they're called Brownie Glow. After I made them, I love them so much. I just had to put them up there. So I'm going in with coat of this light nudish brown, or is it more of a tan? Let's call let's just call it a light nude. So I go in with about 3 coats of that. It's a very sheer color. I didn't want to get rid of the sheerness of it completely. I just wanted it to still be a color of its own. So for this look, we're doing a marble. And these are all the shades I use. There's just different ranges of Beetles browns. Again, Beetles is the only thing I use. Beetles, sponsor me. So right there I have a cup of nail polish remover, and that's what I'm using to kind of get the marbling look. At this point, doing this set, I did not have blooming gel. I now have blooming gel. Love her. Use her all the time. But this is how to achieve like a basic marble look without having to use blooming gel or anything like that. So I decided at this point that I wanted to add in some gold glitter as well, just to add something to the look. So you would just see me taking this brush and kind of just lumping the polish on there. That's really what this step is for now. So you could put it wherever you want. You don't really have to focus on much. I'm dipping into the nail polish remover to clean off the brush in between dips because sometimes you want colors a specific way. And then you take a dotting tool and you just swirl the polish around. That's how you create a marble look. Sorry that I'm so like in and out of frame, but at some point it'll be a lot clearer than others. But again, I'm just going in, dropping the colors everywhere, dropping them where I want them to go. And that's why I wanted the nude layer to not be as sheer, because I didn't plan to cover it up completely and I didn't want it to be full on clear. Like I didn't want like you to be able to see the natural nail just poking through in the color. Not that there's anything wrong with that with this look, I just didn't want that specifically. But now I'm kind of just putting color on all the nails so that I could give it a chance to just sit, move around if it's going to move around, like fall naturally. So I'm just going to patch the color on all the nails and then take my dotting tool and move it around. You see that when it gets there. So this was a freestyle look. There's a couple people that like trust me enough to just, they want their nails done or they want a set of press-ons and they're just like, oh, this is the color I want, do what you want to do. With this, I knew her dress was going to be like a nudish brown, or at least one of her dresses. She had 2 dresses just to keep her options open. The other one was pink, so I did make a separate pink set for her. I don't think there's a video on that. I'll have to check. I know there was something wrong with the footage. I don't know if it was fixable, but I will check. But I wanted to try my hand at a marble without a blooming gel to see if it was possible, because I didn't want to go out and have to buy blooming gel if I didn't need to. It's very, very possible, but blooming gel is could be used for more than just marbles. And I did end up getting it because I wanted to try a different look that I had in mind, and it worked perfectly. And I love it for marbles. I still use a swirling tool. You don't. I still use a dotting tool to swirl. You don't have to. But here, what you see me, what you saw me do very briefly, I put a layer of base coat over the nail to try to see if it'll give that like blooming gel effect. It definitely helped move the color more just because you're applying like wet polish onto a wet surface. So there was like a level of bloom. It just wasn't as much as a blooming gel would actually give. But I recommend it. I did it all the time before I actually got my blooming gel. The thing is though, I don't want my base coat to be finishing. But if you don't want to just go out and buy a ton of stuff, you need to figure out how to make your products work for you. So that's what I did. And if you could tell, it's a lot more without even putting my dotting tool to it. It's a lot more like swirly than the other one was. Like it's moving on its own. So you've learned that from me. Base coat can work as a blooming gel in a pinch. Again, I apologize for how out of frame I was. I've learned, upgraded my filming setup. It will never ever happen again. This is my first video. Please give me grace. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this set. Sorry about the glitches. I don't It's not really fixable. It's kind of downloaded into the video. But as I said, this is my first video. Please give me grace. The other ones to come will be so much better. I promise. But yeah, just going to let that cure. Yes, that is a red shot cup that I'm using for my nails. Again, use what you have. You don't have to go out and buy a fancy little dish for your nail polish removers or acetone. Well, if you're doing acrylics, you do need to have a glass something. If you're using acetone, have a glass container. Don't do plastic, it will melt right through. But if you're working with just regular nail polish remover, you could use whatever you want or use whatever you have. You don't have to buy a fancy little thing. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right now. I'm not sure why I'm out of frame. I'm probably just fixing something off camera. Okay. So I decided to go in with some gold foil to just add a little more depth, add a little more oomph. Again, this is one of those sets that you could play around with it. Do whatever your heart tells you to do. So I'm just placing the foil in like random places just so it adds something, but you could still see the marble. Like the foil isn't the star of the show. I wanted I wanted to emphasize the browns, and I feel like the gold really did that. It really made it pop while also being not too much. So yes, I'm just moving around with the placement. I don't know if there's a technique to using gold foils, but when I use it, I just rely on the tackiness of gel polish after it has been cured before a top coat, and I just use that tackiness to make it stick. Sometimes I would dip my brush into like my nail polish remover or any liquid on hand because it just helps like press it in better. But that's really all I do. If there's a better way, let me know. Haven't really had problems with it so far, but also all the times I've used gold foil, I'm doing like a random type of vibe to it, like a random placement. I've never like tried to use it in specific points. But I imagine that if the nail doesn't have a tackiness to it, it wouldn't stick. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I would learn more about that. But yeah, just random little placements, making sure it's to my liking or making sure I love the way it looks. She loved the way the nails turned out. She was very, very happy, very, very excited. She did pay for this set, which, I mean, of course she would. But the pink set that I made edition was a birthday present to her, so she didn't have to pay for it. I will look, see if I have that footage because that set I loved. There was something just so girly and pretty about it. And that also is on my website, and I know for a fact that's on my Instagram. And I did a different type of marble on it. So instead of marble with swirls, it was a marble using like a blending brush. No, not a blending brush, a blending foam. So like the makeup sponge, makeup foam thingies. I used that to create like a marble. And then there were some chrome accent nails on there. So yes, it's 100% on my Instagram. If I have video footage, I would post it. But this is what the nails look like. So gorgeous, so pretty. Honestly, I would say I would do that as my next set, but I already have like a long to-do list for nails. I don't know why, but this is me applying top coat right now. For some reason, my brush had cured, so I just had to scrape off the cured top coat from the brush and then just continue painting as normal. It worked perfectly fine. So just applying my top coat. Let me know if there's any looks anyone wants me to like try my hands at or wants me to try to recreate. I'm I have my business up and running, but of course you never stop learning, so I'm still learning, still trying my hands at like different looks. When I get a lot of the orders I've gotten so far are things like straight off my website or things that I already know how to do. So I'm looking to like go out of my comfort zone, learn new styles. So feel free to, if you want like a custom or like a freestyle, let me know. If you want to see a different type of look, let me know. If you don't want to purchase but you still want to support me in any way, you could just, like my videos, drop a comment, subscribe, anything. You could follow me on my other social medias, my TikTok, my Instagram. You could like my posts there, share them, whatever you want. But yeah, I'm working on creating a suitable like posting schedule. I'm thinking of doing a video every Saturday and Sunday, so like posting a video every Saturday and Sunday. I'll play around with that, see how that ties into my schedule because while I run this business, I also do still have a full-time job. So I'll make it work. But I'm very, very, very excited for this. I've been doing my own nails for so long, and while I didn't want to become a nail tech, I was very attracted to the possibility of making money from this or like finding a way to make a business out of this. So press-ons was my happy medium, and I do love making a set of press-ons. So right now I'm just putting finishing touches on the top coat. This is the second hand, the other one's curing, and we're just about done. That was a very simple, easy set. Did not take that much time. I always pop on like a show or a podcast while I'm doing some press-ons. Recently, I've been like talking to friends, like just like a video call or something. It makes the time go by so much quicker, and it's like multitasking. So yes. These nails, I don't know if I said it earlier, but they are in fact on my website. They're called Brownie Glow. I just thought that was an appropriate name because they do glow. And for this one specifically, I didn't want to offer it in other colors. I truly did love the browns. There's something about it that's just so delectable. Like they're amazing combination of colors and I love them so much. And I love how they're like more on the neutral side, but they're also not necessarily simple. Like they don't have to be too much, but they're definitely giving something. Like they're not just giving nothing. But there's still that air of like simplicity to it. So yeah, nails are done. That is them, and I'm just going to put more pictures just so you could see it. But look at how it glows. I feel like Brownie Glow was in fact an appropriate name. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one, cuties.